Morning. Not sure what was going on there with the ad pop-up thing. Yeah, so we're gonna do some more hackmud this morning. I got 3 minutes of ads going on. I was reading that in the to just do it during like your warm-up. So hopefully that should settle things down. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. Hey Smork, morning. How you doing? Yeah, I posted in the Discord this morning, so just posted now. So we'll see how that goes. Morning Samuel. How are you? All right. Let's take a look at where we left off. So I've been doing a little bit of futzing since the last stream. So one of the things I have here is I have a note to check out this public utils who was it on who was it that suggested it on the hackmud Discord? Oh my, I want to be able to credit this properly. Well, maybe some people who know usernames better than I do will recognize this one. I'll find it. Maybe I'll find it later. Anyway, we're going to look at that though in a little bit. So yeah, I was doing some fussing with my bank script. I was doing some efficiencies here. I've been trying to practice Smork, what you were talking about doing more inlines and thinking about efficiencies as we go. So I even tried my hand at which script did I try it in? My utils script, maybe? Tried doing some of this craziness. And I think I understand the gist of it. That's a cool script minifier. Which minifier are you talking about? The HSM one, or this using kind of predicate inline function definitions here for object assign and such, save me some characters. Yeah, HSM. So Samuel, are you trying to tell me that you're the one that made HSM? Are you the man behind the mask, man or woman behind the mask? You might be. Well, bravo. That's some crazy wizardry that you've done here. So very well done. It helps a lot. Absolutely helps a lot. I've got my my banking script that could be better, if you say so. This is far beyond my ability to read. Actually, it's not entirely true. I can read it a little bit, but thinking about ways to minify further. I mean, I don't know. This is all like, I'm new to JavaScript, so that's all way out of my ability to be able to make suggestions. But I did use it to get my banking script down to just under 500 characters. It's not very big to begin with, but with HSM and then with Smork, what you were suggesting about doing things a little bit, trying to do things a little bit more inline. I don't know actually if I did any inline stuff specifically in here, because I tried returning these as like a predicate, and it actually increased the amount of characters after HSM minified it. So so this is 100% Smork's idea. So that's not me at all. I didn't even know about object.assign until Smart told me about it, so I can't take any credit for that. By playing with this combination here, this block here has been inspired by Smart. In fact, some of these things are just straight up lifted from Smart. It saves. It's hard to tell how many characters it saves because I'm also using HSM. So let t equals true should already be done by HSM for you. Well, we can test that real quick here. So if I do, if I get watch going on this, right now this script minifies to 1348. So if I remove the t true and just put true back, let's make sure that, oh, I have to make sure I didn't miss any others here. I don't think I did. Okay, so if I do that and then save, you're right. You're right. Don't need t equals true. Is the same for false? If I get rid of false here, oh, I actually saved characters with that one. Okay. So, I mean, Smork, you had questions already about how some of this pre-minifying would cooperate with HSM, so there's your answer. So a couple of these things don't need to be done if you're using HSM, so that's good. Thank you, Norman. Okay, so I want to make sure I didn't miss any other F's anywhere. I don't think I did. My utility script is pretty straightforward. So I think what I was left with at the end of the last stream was finishing auto cull. So I want to finish my auto cull utility so that I don't have to manage so many upgrades that I get when I'm doing tier 2 cracking, because it slows me down on a hardline, and this is something that I can implement in my out of process automation script as well. So that's what we're going to finish here. So this to do maybe we'll come back to, but this one we should be able to move on with here. So I had getting all of the keys. This one can actually be replaced with U, I think, yeah, because U is, yeah, sys upgrades G. So if I'm doing sys upgrades, I do a for each. If the current key doesn't include this key, then I push it. This is only going to transfer one copy of each key right now, and that outcome we may change that depending on how we decide to address this. If we decide to address it right now, we might not. Sometimes I've deferred to-dos. I have a lot of deferred to-dos. Then we push the index of that new key, and then we will transfer all of the new keys, one copy of each new key only, to my library user. So now we want to do all of the rarity zeros, all of the rarity ones, and all of the upgrades that are in this list here. That I also borrowed from Smart. That these are utilities that it doesn't matter what the rarity is, we don't want them. We don't need any more contels. If we need a contel, we can just go to the market and get it, and their rarity is irrelevant. Actually, I think the contels don't even have more than one rarity anyway.
Look at us.
So,
Look at us.
oh wow,
Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
Samuel, thank you so much for the subscription. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you very much. I don't have really any subscriber benefits yet, but it looks like they're gonna. It looks like I'm gonna have to start thinking about them. It's just a Prime. Hey, I just prefer that people enjoy themselves here, so It doesn't matter to me what it is. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you. This is going to transfer all of the key indexes, one copy of each for now, to my library user. Then we've got to find all of these ones. So this will return true with filter loaded false, but we can append some additional stuff in here. And we want, actually I probably want to make sure that this is going to work in hackmud, because I'm not super comfortable with making filters on the fly here. So I'm just going to copy this right here because that's what we have so far. Nope, too many braces. That's not the market command, so I don't know why I copied that. I haven't had enough coffee yet. I need more. That will start to help maybe. Okay. So I'm just gonna start from scratch here. So, oh, what? No. It's because I don't want the... I was right the first time. I do want this. I don't want market. I don't know why I was looking at the market. That was my problem. Okay. I should probably move to... Oh, no. I think I have some trash. Okay. I don't. So we're going to go get some by going and cracking a tier 2 NPC, just so that we have some trash to test with. Oh, only one right now. That's fine. Let's scrape it. It's a few more, I guess. Okay. And we'll go to hardline and we'll set the unicrack upon them. And hopefully I don't get any lockboxes or something for which I don't have keys. I think that's our only gap right now. And we did see one scenario where my account NTSolve seemed to have had a problem with something. So we're going to do unicrack. The target is going to be this NPC. Alright, we got a few, but not very many. That actually is not much of a tier 2 NPC because it just had a data check, so it didn't get to use any of our other solves. Provide a scripter. I have a feeling something strange happened there, so I'm just gonna move on to the next one. I don't know what happened. That seems weird. I've never seen that happen before. Oh, interesting. So did I get, what the hell happened here? I don't even want to know what happened there. Provide a scripter, which returns the number of times the digit shows up in the string. That's the second part of conspec. Oh. So not quite finished tier 2. I have never seen that before. Conspec can ask for 2 things. Oh. I see. Interesting. So conspec is not solved because there is a variation to it. I thought it was a little easy, honestly. So, well, sometimes you gotta learn things the hard way, right? So there is a conspec variation, variation 1 solved. There is a variation 2 that is, it wants to provide a scripter. That's crazy. Provide a descriptor. Did I look at my Discord? You posted a very short code for the first variation. I briefly looked at it. I haven't had much time this morning to look into it. So you don't know how big my conspec is. So my conspec, where did I put it? It's right here. I think it calls this method, which is just increases the value of the character code. So yours looks like it is probably a little bit shorter than what I have. So I do car or char code at a few times in here, enough that that I could probably save some characters if I wanted to make this into a standalone function. But so okay, so what I need to do here is so what oh, that's from my old so there's conspec, but there must be a conspec, some kind of conspec secondary parameter. Is this controlled by rarity? I'm gonna go take a look here. Whoops. Okay, there are some rarity 3 conspecs here. I gotta macro up some of these market commands. Am I aware that my video is behind my audio? My video is behind my audio. Like they're out of sync? Yeah, I haven't had that problem before, Samuel. You haven't been able to get Loxim to give that variation. Okay. Twitch bad, I guess. Yeah, I've seen like feeds cut out and stuff. I don't think I've seen audio desync before personally. You haven't tried very hard. Maybe I can get it to spit it out. I did notice like the P2 len when I was setting it before. Oops. So when I was doing P2 len, I could put like 90 in here or something, and I didn't ever see any variation. So I'm assuming that P2 len has to do with that part 2, I guess, which is part 2 of the conspec. But yeah, I don't know how to get it to spit it out. Can I just do P2 true maybe? Audio and video are drifting apart over time for you. That's weird. You could maybe try turning down your video quality. I don't know what you have it set to. That might have something to do with it. I've never had that happen for me before, so. Oh. There you go, Smart. We figured it out. P2 true. That's all you have to do. So provide a scripter which returns the number of times the digit shows up in the string. Provide a scripter number, which returns the number of times the digit shows up in this string. What digit though? The digit. What digit? You have to give it, yeah. You have to give it a scripter. Like I have to have a script. So I have to have another script that does this. But it gets called with S and D. But I don't understand this part, the number in angle brackets. Oh, it needs to return the number. Oh, okay. So they mean like return a number, and it takes these two parameters. Okay. That's pretty straightforward, I guess. So I have to go make another one of these. So, what do we call this? Conspec p2 dot so this is going to take an S and a D. S, some string, and D, 0, I guess. This seems pretty straightforward. I'm pretty sure I can do this with a. Pretty sure I can do this in like 2 lines with a regex. Oops, opened up the wrong thing here. Like if I have a regex that's 0, 1 1 1 2 2 1 4, and I want to look for 1. I want to capture the groups. Like, that's pretty much it. That's all I have to do. It's not hard, it just takes up a slot. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much, right? So, if I just do, I'm confused again. How do I parameterize the regex here? There was a way to parameterize this. Do I do this? No. Dude, I can't remember off the top of my head if I've parameterized a regex in JavaScript before. Actually, don't think that I have. So, can I do it with like this? That's how you parameterize, no? Well, I'll just look it up. See if I can look this up. JavaScript regex parameters. It's not really what I wanted. Your cracker could check for context.isScriptor. Regexes can't take params. What do you want to do? Yeah, so like if I wanted all the ones, so what I want to do is have D in here, and then you do dot exec s, and you do dot groups dot length. Boom, 1 line, that's all I have to do. If I use a regex, because I can count the number, so it'd be length -1 because group 0 is the whole string, but It can't take parameter. No, I need to like put a. I'm just. It's too early for me to remember the word I'm looking for. But I want to put a string in here. I want to do string interpolation, but in the regex, mid regex, parentheses. Well, it can't be regular parentheses because those are regex characters, and if I escape them, I think it's going to look for literal parentheses. So I could new up a regex. That's a good idea. So I could do new reg exp, and then I can do what did I have? I want a group. In that group, I want D. That should do it. So if I guess there's not much point in having this minify. So this one can just be .js. So let me save this and upload it and see how that works. Up con spec p2. So if I call conspec p2 with string 111.222.14 and the digit 1, I should get 4 back. Not quite, I guess. Oh, a.d, that's why. S is not defined. A.s. Okay, so that doesn't quite work. Maybe it's whatever. Let's see what this returns by itself. It returns a 1 and then a 1. Doesn't really mean anything to me. I think I have to look for a sec into the return type for regex here. XEC. So return type is an array containing the match text. Yeah, so this should be .length, but I have a feeling that that is not going to return the proper amount because I feel like it's going to return 2 instead of 4. Return JSON stringify, yeah, that's a good one too. And then return stringify x. So let's see what that looks like. Yeah, so it's just an array of 2 1s for some reason. Which is strange because it's not what this returns. This returns 4 matches. So the first one is the whole match. Subsequent entries are group matches. Yeah, so there should be 4 groups though, because there's 4 character 1s unless I flub something here. I'm looking for a single character, the number 1, and I'm looking for it to be grouped, and there are 4 of them in here, so I should get 4 groups. Regex source and then G. What's G do? So it's a flag. I got, God, I'm misclicking all over the place here. Oh, no change. I don't know why this regex is not, it's not behaving the way that I'm expecting it to behave. Oh, that was the difference. Okay, so this one actually has G and M, but I don't care about M. Don't return after the first match. Maybe ungreedy. There doesn't seem to be any difference there. Ungreedy's not in JavaScript. Okay, so that doesn't matter then. First capturing group. Group 1. That's interesting. How come they're all group 1? They're match 1, 2, 3, and 4, and each group in each match. Each group in each match. Executes a search and returns an array containing the results of that search. Huh. Yeah, I could just do a loop and just loop through the string, but I thought I was being clever by using a regex to just count all of the group matches. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to pivot if it's not working correctly. I just don't like that it's not working correctly, because that means that my assumption about how regexes work in JavaScript is wrong. So I don't like leaving. Like, I don't like discovering that I've misunderstood something and then being like, oh well, and then just moving on to the next thing. I like to at least like see if I can figure it out. Smork, you're running into trouble passing the continuation array to Magnara. You'll figure it out tomorrow. You've been up all night. Oh my goodness. Time to relax and watch me suffer. Well, thank you. Hopefully not too much suffering today, but you never know. Passing the continuation token, the continuation array to Magnara. I'm going to switch just for 1 sec here, Smork, and see if this can help you. So I store all of the words that I generate from my descrambling method into a WW array, and my Magnara loops through those and just does index plus plus on them. So I'm persisting the index and I'm persisting the array, and I make sure that I only populate the array on my first loop. So when the continuation token reloads, it'll be like loop 50 or whatever. So it won't repopulate the array. It'll use the same array that it used in its first attempt, because it's being stored in the continuation token, and then it just moves on to the next one naturally. You're doing a pop on it. Are you storing the loop iterator that you're on? Because I'd say the first problem I had is that I was resetting my descrambling array on every loop, regardless of whether or not I was using a token, until I put this condition. So maybe that helps. Not loading in the array correctly. I have a feeling maybe you're overwriting it. if you're not paying attention. So Samuel, you think maybe I'm looking for something like 1010 dot match. I don't know why it would be doing that. A.D should just be the number 1. And then this should just be 1. Yeah, I don't, I'm looking for 1. Oh. Not fundamental misunderstanding. Just being tired. I want to just look for 1. And count the matches, I think. Not the groups. So, I have this. My regexes have, it's not test, that returns a bool. There is a use match. Don't think there's a match. Oh, string does. So just do this dot match. String dot match regex. That. Because it's the same. I'm just gonna go look at match. Just gonna look real quick at the documentation here. Oh, I need to do a new regex still. My JavaScript. Nope, unless there's something else that's supposed to be in there. So match returns an array with matches. Still need G. See if that changes the behavior. G is for global. We want to match them all, not just one of them. Thank you for your help, Samuel. So that does appear to be it. So now I should just be able to do length. Perfect. So now I can do locksim, and conspec is actually going to be a scripter now. That is conspec p2. Oh, I have to do xalex.conspec p2. Oh, if it's null, that probably means that the answer is supposed to be 0, right? So I might have to do some protection in here. So if this is null. Can I do null coalesce like that? Can I do... only with HSM? Okay. Well, I'm just going to do this then. Let R equals this. And then return if R is equal to null, then 0. Otherwise, r.length. That should do it. So make sure it still works correctly. Yeah, if I ask for 3, which isn't in the string, I get 0. Beta logsem. There we go. Okay. There we go. Done. So I just have to keep that loaded. So now I have to get this call into my cracking script. So conspec here, I was just assuming that it was a string, but it may not be. It may be asking for something different. So does it ask for both? You would probably do thing that could be null. You forgot to save the array to the DB, Smork. I would do it. I would definitely do it. So yeah, you were starting with just a brand new array on every loop. So you would do R length or 0. Okay. I mean, I could just do this then, right? And just still one line it. Do I know how to make fake scripters? Nope. Well, I mean, I know how to just type a scripter and have it. Oh, but again, this only works with HSM. I'm not gonna minify. I will keep that in mind. That the null coalescings do work, but when I'm using HSM. But for now, I am not, because it's just a 2-line script. So okay. Oh, you were reading an empty array. So you were reading it, Smork, from the database. It's just you weren't saving it properly. All right, so I need to put this into my current script. Provide provide. So I have to have a switch in here. If R dot starts with provide, just to make sure that I don't accidentally pick up P and R in an alphabet pattern. In your code, you can make a fake scripter. So you let fake scripter for scripts trust equals name scripts.trust. And then call is call that Call scripts trust. Let fake scripter for scripts trust equals name. Scripts.trust. Call args fs scripts.trust. What would you use that for? What does that get used for? I'm not sure. Is that just for like a shortcut? So if we do this, g.conspec is actually going to equal if you're calling into a script that expects a scripter, you can trick it. You can trick it. I think I might just not fully be grasping that concept right now. If you are calling into a script that expects a scripter, you can trick it with a fake script. Oh. So you mean I could take this code, I could do let solver equal, and then do name. What do I call it? Conspec.solver. I guess it doesn't matter. And then call is args. G.conspec equals oh, okay, this is interesting. Oops, pasted the wrong thing. You mean like that? That's wild. That's wild. That works? I guess we'll find out in a sec. Oh, I'm on the wrong user. Nope, something broke there. Wow. Plugin error. Yeah, HSM didn't like that at all. Index.js. .351. Const error, new syntax error, unexpected token, 269.4 at constructor. I think that's the code I just wrote. Well, maybe not. Mine's at 249. So this is the code I wrote. I guess it's good that you're here to see this. You don't see a syntax error? I mean, there isn't a syntax error in this because we had it in a standalone JavaScript script and it was fine. So something else is going on with it. Try commenting out some stuff. Sure. Let's just return a.s. Nope, doesn't like that either. It may not like this, is what I'm expecting. So let me get rid of the call here altogether. Nope, doesn't like that either. This is interesting. Let me get rid of the whole thing. Is there something else weird going on here? Oh, shit. My bad. My bad. There's a typo. There was an unexpected token. It just wasn't in the block of code that I wrote. So I'm expecting this is going to work properly now. So let's restore this all. Hi, sweetie. Sorry, my cat is demanding attention. Yeah, you're a good girl. All right. There you go. Those error messages need to look more friendly. Yeah, I mean, where did it say, what line did it say the unexpected token was on? 271. So that wasn't quite true because it was on 246 in my source script. So I don't know if there's a way that you could communicate that. The number being wrong is classic hackmud. All right, well. Just have to get used to that, I guess. All right, so I should be able to put this in my, oh, I gotta up it first. Up Unicrack here, and then Unicrack will go to target beta.locksim. Perfect. You need to figure out how to generate and use source maps if you want the line number to be correct. That sounds fun. I'm not very good at that like code to code translation stuff. I should say that it's not that I'm not good at it. I just don't have any experience with it. That's true of anything you don't have experience with, most of the time anyway. Anyway, okay, so that should be it, hopefully. Assuming that conspec just has those two variations and not that they can be used in combination with each other. I'm bad at the things I haven't done before is classic. Yeah, that's a great way. I think I've heard something similar like that, but yeah, that's perfect. That's a perfect description. I'm bad at things I haven't done before. I just feel like 1% more confident in myself. Just hearing myself say something like that. Alright, so maybe if we're lucky, we can go all the way back to that I think it was this one. And maybe just throw the new script at it. That wasn't the same one though, because that one wanted a data check. So there must have been another one. It's gonna be way up here somewhere. It's this one. U is not defined. My goodness. This one's giving me so much trouble. Oh, not equals. What am I doing? Well, I've got, s dot xylox dot conspec p2. So I'm not sure what it's actually having problems with. That sucks, man. Why is this one giving me so much trouble? U is not defined. All right, not quite fixed. Do I want to know something funny? You haven't gotten this far in hackmud yet? Onto trying to breach tier 2s? That is funny. I mean, I've spent a lot of my time just preparing for this, so, and I haven't been distracted by, for example, making a tool that every single person wants to use. Can I turn GUI volume down? Yes, I can. GUI.vol. What do I have it set to right now? 10. So, yeah, I can keep this at 4, keep this at 6. That should hopefully be a bit better. Okay, so there's something wrong with, I have a U parameter being used somewhere. That's going to be kind of a pain in the ass to find. Maybe in data check. It could be anywhere because I don't know what all of the, I just got to look for a U. This could be a copy and paste error. There's going to be too many U's. I have a bug in my data check code. I don't think it's here because there's no reference to U. It could be passing data check and whatever other locks are there, and then like one of the ones that are further behind is referencing a U. Because I just copied my tier 1, all of my tier 1 cracking code and just pasted it in my tier 2 cracking code, but I was missing like a few variables here and there. So I have a feeling this is another one that I'm just like, I'm missing a variable. So I think what I can do is I can set up beta locksim to have all of the tier 1 locks on it, and that should give a work through of all the different cases there. So if I do, so we've got easy 21. I actually don't remember the name of the easy locks. Shit, I don't remember their names. Here they are. Easy 21, easy 35, easy 40. 35. Easy 40. Rare, oh yeah, rare data check v2s can pull from v3. I thought I had handled that. I did not. I have a to-do. Needs to fail gracefully if a rare lock asks for a T3 question. There is no U in here though. What is this doing? Why am I doing a for each? Q. Oh, right, because it wants to do all three. So the problem would be if it doesn't find one, this would be null, right? D.find would return null, and then .a would say undefined. Oh, no. I think I've actually seen this before. It doesn't fail gracefully. It gets stuck because it'll do like answer 1 undefined answer 2 as the string that it's trying to return. So I can just have if b dot includes I could do dot match here, right? Match undefined. Then I can return. I'll return like okay false with data check unsolved. There. So it's the same way that I fail gracefully with my lockets for keys I don't have. So I could set up logging for every time I enter code, this particular block of code. Click the button on the right in the find dialog box. Match whole word. It doesn't find anything, so that might not be it. Or it might be, it might be because it's looking, it's a U in my minified code, right? Kitty, what are you doing? Here you go. So, there's lots of U's in here. I want to match the case also. There's a get date. This is looking a little bit like it might be an account NT, potentially. Potentially could be account NT. But that would just be a bug, and it wouldn't be a copy paste error, I don't think. You know what I could do? I think we looked at this before. I had. Okay, I'm going to continue down the path of making sure that all of my tier 1 locks are working correctly before I screw around with anything else here. So I'm gonna try and I'm just gonna stay on task here. So let's easy 21, 35, 40, C1, 2, and 3. Lock it, data check, contel. Actually, I don't need lock it. I will do data check though. And I don't need contel because that has to do with timing my script out. Okay. So now I will. What's my max character count? Right now it's 4179. I think I'm at like 5800 unminified. If I do no minify, 5300. So yeah, oof. Oof is right. Okay, let's give it a shot. Give it a shot with the, I have a feeling like my lack of skill in JavaScript is making, is giving HSM trouble on minifying my code because I do not have, I'm not doing efficient use. I think I'm over declaring variables. I think that's one of my problems. I think I'm not using, I'm not inlining enough things. So I could probably, there's more work that I could do there, but JavaScript novice basically. So I just have to forgive myself. I'm more interested in getting it working than getting it super small at this stage. So, I should be able to turn this loose on this, on the lock sim now, and just confirm that it can handle all of these tier 1 locks. Beta.locksim. Easy 21. It just straight up didn't work. That's not what I was expecting to fail. So it got easy 21. It had a problem with easy 35. Required unlock parameter digit is missing. This should have matched that, and it didn't for some reason. Because I think what happens is my script bails out if it can't find any matches, right? That's what it does here. At the very end, it returns R1. Detect unrecognized locks. That's what this does. And end. The best thing I can do for the minifier is try not to be clever. Just do things a simple way. I mean, that's true. However, the problem is I am at the stage of JavaScript where I have unknown unknowns in my skill set. So like, I don't know that what I'm doing is not, whether or not it is clever or straightforward, because I'm not familiar enough with the language. That's my problem. So, because I keep reading things like when I'm reading into things about like inlining. I was doing a little bit of reading about how you inline function declares and stuff in JavaScript, and everyone seemed to be talking about how like this is the foundation of functional programming, and you're supposed to be doing this all the time. But to me, inlining function declarations coming from a C# background is what I would call being too clever. So it's something I'm going to have to just work on as I get more familiar with the language, I think. So digit is easy 35, and maybe I'm starting at 1 instead of 0. That's possible. I don't think I should be. I think I and J by this point in my code let me minimize these functions here for a second because they're taking up a lot of room. Let's make sure I'm not using a continuation token. No, okay. So it is just getting stuck on digit for some reason. So maybe there's something wrong with my regex that I'm using. Hey, what are you doing? Don't do that. Yep. Now, it's been so long since I've done my tier 1, I don't know why I did this. I want it to not match. This is a negative look behind. I don't want R and either space or underscore. But that's exactly what it has, is R. So I don't know why I'm doing that. I want not underscore. I don't know where that R came from. Click on the Emacs script flavor in regex 101. Yeah, I think this is okay. I'm just not like, I think it was like if I had color digit, which seems to be okay, because that's my only other issue here. I think that's it. I think it's just it's been a while since I've had to do any work on my tier 1 stuff. It's possible that, oh hey Jorstar, how's it going, man? You check for underscore digit first and then for digit. That's actually it's a very simple way of doing it. That'll save me a couple characters, honestly. So I can just swap these two. So if digit, and then I can do that's a very, very, very straightforward way of doing that. Yep, so if it's not this, then it's this. Yep. That should work. Okay. Try this again. Or not. Kitty. Ah, my goodness. Stop. Stop being a troublemaker. You think I simplify that regex to that instead? Probably. But, yeah, so if I get rid of that, it should be able to find this now, right? So, like, I saved this, it minified. I'm gonna put this back. Actually, I'm gonna put this back. I'm gonna put this up here. I'm gonna put this here to make sure I'm not going crazy. True. Okay, what I need to do is when I fail, I have to return G, or I have to turn G, which is my results parameters. So it's not returning here at all. It's returning somewhere else. Oh, no. It's that my debugs are overriding my returns. That's frustrating. Object to object. Come on, seriously? Okay. So what is it giving me after I do this? Zero is not the correct digit. That's why I had that. That's why I had that, because it needs to match not the correct digit. Sorry, does that not match that though? Not the correct digit. It should still match though. It should still match that. Not the correct digit. And then it should come back in here and it should do J++ and try it again. So I can do return first item, second item instead. That would save me some characters. Nope, that's not the right thing. Nope, I just did the same thing again. There we go. That works. Thanks. Sorry, hold on one sec. My cat is doing something. All right. Sorry about that. Okay, so digit is 0. Let's go back to my tier 1 cracking script and see what I was doing wrong here. So see, I'm still using HSM. Jorstar has been hounding me to start using HSM. And now that as soon as I started using HSM, Jorstar switched to start harassing me to switch to HSE. Oh, you said HSE. I think what happened is you said HSM, but it was a typo in chat. And you kept correcting yourself. I mean HSE. HSE is pretty cool. I'm not surprised that Jorstar, say some. What are your favorite things about HSE and HSM? Okay. I'm gonna up my tier 1 cracking script and just like sanity check whether or not it's having the same problem. I don't even know what it just did. Nothing? That's confusing as hell. What just happened? Oh, it's because my tier 1 cracking script takes an array of scripters. Yeah, so you know what? I think this is fine. That regex is fine. There must have been some reason I put that in there. You know, there's something, I've got to trust my past self here a little bit, I think, because I feel like there was a reason that I did this, a good reason, and I probably should have documented it better. So I mean, I know that's where it's ending up. I don't need to put anything there. I know that it's not passing these conditions. I'm stuck on something stupid. Required unlock parameter digit is missing. It should add digit to G. Then it should come all the way down here. What was the gap between? Work is current. I can't believe pasting my tier 1 cracking logic in here broke it. So Samuel, you want Jorstar to upgrade to start using TypeScript to get more autocompletes and stuff and errors. The dev of it is really nice. Hear that, Samuel? The dev for HSE is very nice. Do you want to tell him? I'll let you decide that, Samuel. Jorstar, you're already talking to the dev. Samuel is the dev of HSE. You've been secretly complimenting him to his face this whole time. Oh, you already know? You're talking about him in the third person. But he's right there. Or maybe you've been talking to me. I thought you two were talking to each other. But, yeah, I don't know anything about TypeScript either. I don't know anything about TypeScript. Like, JavaScript I at least had a very rough understanding of from general programming knowledge, and also from the very little I remembered from my school. But I have no idea about TypeScript. Didn't exist the last time I touched JavaScript, so JavaScript, but if it was less crazy. Okay, I mean, that sounds attractive. It's still crazy though. It's a slightly less crazy language built on a crazy foundation, I guess. I'm really shocked that I am having a problem with my tier 1 lock here. Is a little frustrating, to be honest. So I have to look at like what the differences are here between what I have. So I think it's actually my unrecognized lock loop is an early termination that I don't want. I don't want it. I think that's what the problem is here. Okay, now the problem is I've got these debugs. I got to get rid of them because I think I might have actually solved it. That was the problem. The problem is my loop actually, the inside of my loop for the tier 1s, which all have secondary parameters, that's what was new. Well, new. That's what was not present in my standalone tier 2 cracking script, is there are no secondary parameters. So I forgot that the tier 1 logic I have relies on it falling out through the bottom of all of these conditions when it's working on its secondary parameters. That was the problem. Okay, so now the question is, if I point this back at that other user, it's still, no, because that's still a U is undefined thing. So I think one thing I want to do is I want to capture the last question that it failed. As far as you know, TypeScript is more similar to other languages where it is not as typeless. So it's like introducing types to JavaScript, right? You have to make your ints and strings. TypeScript is useful for never seeing undefined is not a function or cannot read property of undefined ever again. Who doesn't like undefined is not a function? You love that empty array equals false and empty string equals false equals true, but empty array equals string empty equals false. I think you have to use the 3 equals sign, don't you? What does the 3 equals sign mean? 3 equals sign is the exact same reference? I think I might be wrong about that. Yeah, triple equals is exact reference, okay. Quadruple equals, I didn't even know there was a quadruple equals. There is no quadruple equals? Oh, that was a typo. Okay. So triple equals is strict. And double equals does type coercion. Interesting. TypeScript can prevent a lot of accidental type coercion. Alright, I still gotta find, okay, so I don't think it was a tier 1. For some reason I don't think it was like a tier 1 lock that was screwing me up. The original error that we were getting was, oh god, it's gonna be way up here. See, my scroll bar is gone again, so I can't click and drag it up. I don't know why that keeps happening to me lately. Reference error, U is not defined. That's what I get. And that has something to do with my account NT, I think. All right, I'm going to close you. I don't need you open right now. I don't need you open right now. I don't need you open right now. I don't need you. I'm going to save this. I don't know what I did, but let's just have the one thing that we're working on open right now. You always use double instead of triple to save a character, except for null, because you want to differentiate between null and undefined. Okay, so where's my account NT stuff? So when I have an account NT, I need to capture the question for my debugging. So I'm gonna let an RR here, and only for account NT, I'm going to set RR equals to R. Whoops. And then at the bottom here, so I can actually, well, this makes it a little nicer to read. So I'm just gonna leave it like this. Up Unicrack. Can I get the original NPC that I was stuck on here? This one? Just put it in my auto-completes. For some reason I don't think that was it. I gotta scroll all the way up. Scroll, 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 scroll. This one. Okay. Is that the one that I used? Pub 8LD. It is. Okay, well. Let's go back into Hardline and see if the changes we've made have fixed the issue that we're having. So how did I get LockSim to spit out the P2 stuff again? I just passed it. I just passed it P2 true. That's all. I can give my variables nice long descriptive names, by the way, and HSM will minify them. Yeah. And all my old code though, I don't want to mess with them. I don't want to mess with them right now. But yeah, I've been doing that more often since I've started using HSM. Okay, no, I'm still getting U is not defined. And it didn't seem to actually spit out my RR. So I think maybe what I want to do here is I want to debug the response instead. And I'm working under time pressure here. No. Let me put it here at the top of my loop. It's a G-lock. Got enough time to get enough information here. Oh, shit. Fuck. Oh. enough time. I think I have to go back into hardline and keep... fuck. Yeah, so I should... yeah, so George Star Samuel, you're both right. I should be using better variable names, but that was an old habit from all the code that I wrote before I started using HSM. You can't get it to work. Can I show the exact line? Yeah. So it was beta.locksim. I have locks. I did shit, I don't remember. Let me go back. Oh, that's way back here. That. Hacktix, hello, welcome in, friend. How are you doing? So Smork, that will do it. So you have to pass the like the lock object. Fearless Kenji, welcome in. Nice to see you too. Thanks for joining. Okay, so I have to go back to hardline and I have to keep going with this thing because I have to find out what part my tier 2 script is choking on for this user. So back into hardline here. The whole gang is here. The whole gang. You're doing that exact line and it's still spitting out P1. I don't know what to tell you. It works for me. That's weird. Oh, it's giving me a different data check. That's frustrating. So just put Unicrack back on it for a second. Okay, it wants this. Except then I gotta change this back to my real script. Con spec P2. Okay, and I should be doing SNW glock. This one's a pain in the ass. Not a hunter's balance indeed. 3001 I think is the answer to that one. So oh, it's a bug in my ATM script. Welcome back, Samuel. Yeah, so as I was saying, yeah, the short variable names was a bad habit that I formed before using HSM. So all my old code written before then. So yeah, this is me. This fuck, that sucks. This is the probably untested changes that I made to my stupid bank script. Bastards. So this is send, is supposed to send to you. You should not be undefined. And also, I am not calling that hold on. My ATM script also calls my utility script in my for my whitelisting. I made too many untested changes last night. Debugging in Hardline is stressful. It is. I think I only get that kind of stress when data has been deleted out of production database. And you're like, no. Specifically when you have just realized you accidentally deleted production data. And that instance where you're like, oh shit, what have I done? Is it really gone? Am I really that stupid? That's the kind of panic I get debugging in Hardline. It would help if I tried all my code catch. I should put more try catches. That's true as well. But I think my issue right now is that I just did a series of quick untested changes yesterday when I was just fiddling around with stuff, and I think I ended up breaking something. So I think I made a tool on my util script to do my whitelisting, so that all my other scripts can just call it instead of having the same code that was slowly getting expanded in each script. Specifically, logging error.stack tells you the script and function that an error came from. I should probably do that then. Hi, sweetheart. Okay. So this is probably in my whitelist. Oh. It's probably because all of this is in progress. My auto call tooling. I don't think that's it either. I have a function u here. It shouldn't be calling any of this. It should be calling the whitelist, and whitelist doesn't call that either. So that's a little confusing. I'm just gonna comment out. Okay, first step of problem solving is reproducing the error. So what is my bank script calling? My bank script calls this xylib utils tool and then passes the caller. So let's run this. The caller would have been my primary user, because that's where I was running my okay. So maybe it's not my whitelisting. Okay, back to my ATM script here. Let me turn my minifier onto it. Nope, not Z7. Okay, let's just do 1, 2 users. It's also possible that I haven't actually updated the banking script on my bank user. So if I do ATM what was it again? If I do ATM action, I have balance. That should just give me my balance. I hit 1 and 2, no problem there. It would be really stupid if I just had a broken, outdated version of this script uploaded. Wow, it took a really long time. I thought like I disconnected or something. Okay, so that's working. So let me go back and run the ATM command from here to withdraw 3001. What the fuck? What is withdraw doing that balance is not doing? W. Fuck. Found it. Okay. I found it at least. I found it. All right. So, oh my God, I'm going crazy. Why is this happening? Oh, the watching broke. Man, I'm having a series of ridiculous errors right now. Okay. Now go get it. I need to fix my banking script. I need it. I need it because it's baked into my cracking script. Does this work? Yes. Does this work? Yes. Okay. 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 I think we're back on track. I think we're back on track now. So let me undo the changes I made to my Unicrack here for debugging, because it wasn't a problem with my Unicrack script. Okay, so let's get rid of these debugs. Let's get rid of this RR and get rid of it from down here. Okay, and then we'll up it. All you would do in Access is, if whitelist includes, return true. So I want to, so what I did here is actually, if they're not in my whitelist, I deposit all their money into my bank. So if someone else goes to use it, just, oh, what's this script do? It just says success and then takes all the money. Don't use my bank. Yours is a constant with all the users in it. Yeah, so I have mine is actually calling my utility script, which is the only script that contains. So my utility script contains an array that is all of my users. So I can just add it to here and then recompile and upload my utility script to update my whitelist across all of my other scripts. That's why I wanted to do that. I was getting sick of having to go and update whitelists all over the place constantly. All right, so if I can get back to that try this one more time here. Okay. This stupid little junior that exposed a bug because it had a Glock on it. It's not stupid. It's very helpful, in fact, because it was my bug. I'm the stupid one. Believe. The power of belief. You're doing it. You're believing. I gotta reset my continuation token for it. There. Unfortunately, I don't have any other NPCs, so I want to use the rest of this. I want to use the rest of this hardline. So let's use this one next. Unit crack. Shit! Ah! Well, whatever. I fixed the bug. You're calling nullsec on chats? Is that, Jorstar, you pasted that code for Samuel to take a look at to help you? Or do you want me to look at it? Okay. Well, I'll go take a quick look. I don't know how much help I'll be. I'm not sure what the problem was here, but let me close some of these tabs. So you had a const users. Oh, is this your little stinky? So if users includes, so this is your whitelist, then return true. Otherwise, you'll do chats.send to channel 0. So that won't work if they're not joined into channel 0. So that won't work if they're not joined. So you could have them try and join it first. I think. That's the only opinion I have on that. I think it's funny otherwise. That's pretty funny. Be careful if you run someone else's script that calls your script. Your whitelist will let their script in. If you run someone else's script and it calls your public whitelist script, your whitelist will let them in. Your whitelist will let their script in. So like I have a whitelist here that does basically the same thing. If the user is included in my whitelist, I return true. If someone else calls my utility script, but my utility script also whitelists itself. So does that mean that I'm protected, Samuel? Because I'm whitelisting before they can run my utility script. If they're not whitelisted, I take all their money and return false. So I think I'm protected, even if somebody tries to use my whitelist. I think. Okay. So, man, I don't even remember what I was trying to work on today. I spent a lot of time hunting bugs. There were two things I wanted to do before the end of the stream today. The way you would want to use your script is if the user access is false, then you return. So on the CLI, you run someone else's script. Okay. Their script runs my script that is protected by whitelist. So if the whitelist only checks for caller and not the calling script, the whitelist will pass. Someone else's script will be able to access my whitelist protected script. You're still the caller, though. Doesn't matter how many chained script calls there are. You are still ultimately the caller, though. Right? Like, it doesn't matter if you pass my script into your script and my script calls my whitelist and it checks the caller's still you, right? I would say you actually don't want to call the calling script, because that would whitelist, that would do what you're worried about. If I checked the calling script and you passed my bank script to your script, and my bank checks my utility script, and I'm checking this script, then I would say you're good because it's my bank script. But what I want to check is, are you on my waitlist? I don't care where you're calling it from. You're the caller, but that doesn't mean it's safe for the whitelist. Oh, you're talking about if I... Hold on. I think I get what you're saying now, Samuel. My whitelist. Okay? So I have a whitelisted bank. I call your script, Samuel, and your script goes and calls my banking script. Normally, that would fail because someone else is doing it, but it would work for me. So you could potentially trick me into running your public script, and your public script, you use the fact that you tricked me into it to get past the whitelist. Gotcha. Okay. Make your whitelist script nullsec. Right, but Jorstar, that doesn't prevent someone from targeting you specifically with their public script. Right? If they are after you specifically because they know that you have a whitelisted script and they want into it, they won't care that it's nullsec. They want you to run it. They want you to run it. Their public script would have to be nullsec as well. Yeah. But I mean, like, are there any nullsec scripts that you would want to run? It's not bulletproof, because it would prevent you from running any nullsec scripts, right? If you never run a nullsec script other than your own whitelist, yeah, you'll be okay at least. But I think, Samuel, that's a good extra step. But then again, I have the problem where I have to keep a list of all of my scripts, right? The idea is I wanted like a light maintenance whitelist. But if I have to keep touching it every time I make a new script that uses the whitelist, then I'm kind of back to having to do a bunch of ads all the time. I don't need to keep a list of scripts? How do you mean? What do I check the calling script for then? You check the user prefix. Yeah. Yep. Copied. That's a very good idea. Yep. Yep. Logic checks out. Brilliant. Brilliant suggestion, Samuel. Thank you. So I have to HSM go over to my golf utils source JS.
Pilgrim! Hey! Buddy, welcome to the Chaos Theater!
JFOS, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. I am not sure why my old follow notification just came up there, but I appreciate that follow. Thank you so much. I love hackmud.
Brondo's got
Me too.
That's great.
Oh, hydrate.
Yeah, it's got electrolytes.
What are electrolytes? Do you even know?
It's what they use to make Brondo.
Yeah, but why did they use them to make Brondo?
I've been drinking just coffee all morning, so it's a diuretic, so that's probably not helping. I should add an exception if I'm calling my script from the CLI. So if no dot is present, right? Calling script doesn't contain or, right? So if it doesn't include a dot, that means I'm just calling it straight from the CLI, or if the whitelist includes my script. It's got electrolytes. I love that movie. I love that movie so much. You think calling script is null when it's being called as a scripter? I mean, that should be pretty easy to check. Let me get this watched for a second here. So if I do, let's just do. See what it is. Null. Null. Appears to always be null. So it's always null. So it's always null. So if calling script equals null, it doesn't matter if you're using it with the prefix or not. If you're calling it directly, you're doing null.calling script. So if it's null, or the whitelist includes it. So if I do utils tool whitelist user ABC. Oh, gotta take this out. Failure, don't touch other people's things. check a different user. Success. Okay. Okay, I think that's good. Awesome. That's a very good suggestion, Samuel. So thank you for that. All right, so that should protect me now from someone else targeting me to try to bypass my whitelist. All right. So, so there's a couple things I would like to do. To be extra safe, you could do and not a scripter on the whitelist. If my username includes this, and it's not a scripter, and the calling script is either null or the calling script is for me, that's only protecting myself. I don't think I would ever pass my util script, but just in case, I think that's still a good idea. Okay. So there were, so there were a couple. All right, let's move off the utils. Okay. Nearly bulletproof my my whitelisting. So, morning, Bokill. Welcome in. How you doing? I now have a super robust whitelist. That is very robust, and I didn't even think about the scenario of the calling script. I think that's the first time I've ever checked the calling script. So that's just overall just new knowledge. Solid just sat down with coffee. Awesome. I've been working away on my coffee for a couple hours now. All right. So oh, I missed to stretch it out from Jorstar as well, so I'm just gonna do that real quick because I haven't been stretching. Oh God. All right. Okay. So what did I want to do here? I wanted to check. Where did I write it down? I think I might have wrote it down. Okay. So I can't remember who it was on Discord because I want to credit them properly. Demobox. It was Demobox. So Demobox gave this. He's got this. They've got this UI library that they've made here that I wanted to start give a check here. To be honest, you like my presentation with half code and half CLI, but not the chat. Thanks. Yeah, I figured like I'd just cut that off because I'm not even really in any channels, so it was just kind of taking up room. And I like the squashed VS Code is kind of funny looking. Yeah, but I mean like this. I think this is the best that I can get. So hopefully it's mostly readable. I have it just like normal, but I figured this way even so the stream view doesn't look like what I have. What I am looking at is like this. This is the way that my actual workspace is set up, but I didn't want to have to tab between. So you mean I don't have two cursors at the same time? That's right. Actually, I'm just double-handing mice, just like this. Everything I do like this first. But I figured this way, like, just have 3 screens. Well, Jorstar, not all of us have the skills to custom make our own desks with custom butcher block tops. Anyway, so I wanted to check out this this utils box thing and see if I could maybe implement it a little bit in some of the feedback I get, especially from my scraping script. So let's go back here to my directory so I can do this. We're gonna check this to make sure that demo box is not done something nefarious. Still full sec. All right. It's a lot of help. It's a lot of help. So a library for rendering text boxes and aggregating them into a single layout. Render text box renders a text box with customizable parameters. So you can pass an object params, and you'll have a params.text and a params.h and v line box width and height, horizontal and vertical border colors, and the corner character. You can aggregate multiple text boxes into a single box. You can merge a layout object into a single string. This is very detailed. It's very detailed. As long as you do fs in my code, I should be safe. Yeah, that's true. That's true also. And I'm also in the habit of always doing that as well, so that I don't get unexpectedly dropped down a level in security anyway. I don't think I use any public scripts for any of my scripts right now. Any other users' public scripts. All of my scripts up to my tier 2 cracking and scraping, all my own code, 100% my own code. The QR code decoder was the... God. It's still not 100% perfect. It's like 95%. The last few characters that get shuffled off because the interleaved group block sizes are asymmetrical lengths, so the last few characters get mangled, but I only need the order IDs at the beginning, so I don't care about that. I'm just like, that's good enough. 95% done. I'm not a perfectionist. I'm not a perfectionist. I'm like a 90% good enough kind of person. Okay, so there's an example here. So you could do box UI lib equals, and then add the lib here. Then you can do layout section 0 is aggregate text boxes, and you do third width box with a third width box vertical. Third width box with a third width box vertical. And let out equals merge layout. So you set up a layout object that is a series of boxes, text boxes, that are joined into arrays together, and then you display the merged layout. That is, that seems very... spacer text optional. I think I'm just going to give it a shot in like my scraping script. So my scraping script actually is not minified. So I think we're going to start minifying it here. And then we'll start watching it. Whoop, some dyslexia going on there. T2 HSM Golf T2 scrape watch. Okay, so if I save this, I should get a T2 scrape JS. Good. 964 characters, that's not bad. Okay, so I have my decorruption there I don't care about right now. And my decoloring string. Okay, so I just want to format my locations at the end here. So right now I have my own really disgusting, well, I suppose I can show it for those of you who haven't seen it. It's very functional. So if I go and scrape this here, actually let's just up the minified one first, just in case. I'm not expecting any problems from that. Well, let's get one with some more, could I get, like, more? There. Okay, so it's just like a header, and then some equal signs. So, let's see if we can get this coming out in a box using, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. Just copy this. Just so it's a little easier to look at. Ew. Ew. Temp.text, please. It's not JavaScript, right? It's not JavaScript. It's not JavaScript. It's VS Code. All right. Oh, it was down here. Okay. Yeah, I just closed it and reopened it. Whatever. Okay, so if we want to render this in a nice little box, what do we want to look at here? So we want, in the function they have, so they have a full width box and a third width box. So I think a third width box is probably what I want. So let's copy these two first to the scraping script. So I will declare the box lib up here. And then we'll take this and put it down near our output. And I have to find out what my parameter objects need to be for this. Bottom right, you always hit F1. I don't know. This is my first time really using VS Code for anything, so. Okay, so I have a third width box, which is going to be render box. And render box takes render text box. Render text box, that's what I'm using. Takes parameter object. We have the text, which is what we want to render inside the box. Do I not want to give it a header? The text to render in it. I'm assuming the text that it, I think I want to look, can I look back at, where's DemoBox had like a screenshot that was posting the layout lib. You had a layout lib here. If I open this image, well, this is Flux UI, so I don't know if you use too much Linux, Jorstar, and you aren't, yeah. Like I'm probably a bad programmer, not in skill, but in setup. I use the mouse a lot. I use the arrow keys a lot. I was watching another programming streamer who had like a minified keyboard. It's like called a hackboard or something like that. I don't remember what it was called, but it didn't even have arrow keys on it. It was all like keyboard shortcuts. So each key had like 3 or 4 commands, and then there were a bunch of like command keys on it instead. So everything would be shortcuts. And I'm like, I don't think I could change. I think it would take a while for me to adapt to something like that, even though the keyboard looked cool. It was very small. I think I'm looking at an old version here, or this is Flux UI, right? Is that what I'm using? Box UI. Box UI. There's a Flux UI. What's the difference between Flux UI and Box UI? I think I'm using a different one here than what I wanted to look at. Does this one have help? See, I don't know which one of these I want to use now. Hey, Demo Box, welcome. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm just poking this this UI lib a bit. So I just realized you have 2. So you have the Box UI and the Flux UI. 18 seconds. Okay. Pre-rolls. Damn pre-rolls. Yeah, so there are 2 utils here. I'm not sure which one I want to use. I'm not sure what the differences are between them. Okay, so Downbox, welcome in. Thank you for coming by. Yes, I am just going to poke at your stuff a little bit here. Sorry about the pre-rolls. I'm still figuring. I just got affiliate recently, so I'm still figuring out the ad settings. So I got to work on that. But yeah, so you've got Flux UI and Box UI, and I guess I don't know which one I wanted to use. I think I want to use. So this is for my scraping output. So this is the very functional thing it outputs right now. So I think I would like to use Flux for this output. I could roll my own. Everything is a distraction. Everything is a distraction. How do you get hackmud windowed? Yeah, Alt Enter, I think. I have I only have it windowed. So rabbit holes within rabbit holes, yep. There's always something. So I think I'm gonna use this one for now. So let's get Flux UI. So I noticed though that unlike Box UI, Flux UI doesn't actually give me any examples or anything. The Box UI help file had a lot more information in it, like what all the different functions do, and and an example of how to join them all together. The docs for Flux UI won't print yet, but you can send them to me in Discord. Yeah. Please do. And then we can look at how to set this up here. Flux is probably cooler looking. I mean, it is flashier for sure. I guess like you could combine these, couldn't you? And have a box inside one of your Flux groups. You have borderless hackmud now. Awesome. All right. So have you sent this yet? Demo? If you want to send it to me on Discord so I can get the docs up here. Because I think I actually don't know how to use this at all. It doesn't give me any commands. This is the first step, at least. As we'll go up here and we'll replace this one. Are you trying to find the docs? So, like, do I? Oh, I think while you're doing that there was a. Oh, it's probably way up here somewhere. In the Discord. Searching. You had posted a code snippet, which I might be able to borrow here. So let me open this in Chrome while we wait. Okay, so we have, well, I get to see part of it anyway. So, oh, hold on, I think it's here. Message request. Yes, I accept. Okay. Message received demo, thank you. So I'm gonna copy this and put it here in VS Code. So just put it here. So. All right. So we have some set colors. We have. So I include layout lib. I think I have it box lib, but yeah, layout lib. All right. And it's Flux UI lib. All right. So. Using this, we have just layout lib render list, and we can give it some stuff. This might actually be really easy to use. This looks like it's really easy to use. So I would do layout lib render list. I don't want an ordered list. I want a freeform list. Let's do a freeform list. What makes this a freeform list? It has no list icon type. That's the secret. So just get rid of that. Can I see chat? Yeah, I can see chat. Yeah. Yeah, I got it. I think maybe you're just a bit delayed on the live stream demo. But yeah, I got your Discord DM. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so so I have a header, a subheader. I don't think I need either of those, so I think the header is just going to be oh, actually that's not true. I think I do have a subheader. So what I was doing is my previous result was user, which is the user I had, and then the subheader was I want to do this, I equals I, because this helps me with how my scraper works. I want it to be fast. I'm realizing using my continuation token logic, I could have this be a long-running script, but it serves its purpose. I can't use more than 4 locations in a hard line anyway, so so then my items would be this, I think. Oh no, it would just be lokes. And width is c.calls. What do you have? Is c.calls just an arbitrary number here in your example? I think it is. You write tools for your job, so yeah, I mean, it's yeah, easy to use tools are always a benefit, right? I mean, not everyone who writes tools though cares about that kind of stuff, right? So if I say my width is like, I don't know, 100. Let's see what that looks like. So I would have a lokes list, we can call that, and then I should just be able to do. Actually, I should just be able to return this instead of assigning it. So let's see what this looks like. So let's up my T2 scrape. Oh, whoops. So it looks like I can't just have a single list. It looks like it has to be nested under another section. I have to render a section and then render the layout, I think, right? So I think that's what I'm missing here. So I rendered a list. So you can't. So it looks like you can't render a list by itself, which is fine. So I can take these two and put them together. You need to get the terminal width. So demo, I think what Smark is talking about is like get it dynamically so that I could pass something dynamic here instead of just hard coding it. So I do need to set this back to lokes list, and I have to do a couple other things with it. It would be nice though, for simplicity, demo, if I could just render just a list. C is context. Oh, so this is this dot calls. My context is set to underscore right now. So actually, let's do that and see what that looks like. Text area is not defined. This worked with say 50. No, sorry, something else has happened now. So demo, I don't know if you just push an update. Oh, the watcher broke. Thank you, Smark. I'm not paying enough attention to that terminal window. Okay, so yeah, so that does it. It is a little too large though. So I would do like divided by 2 maybe. It seems a little oh, the slowness isn't the rendering. The slowness is because I'm scraping it. Yeah, disregard that. Okay, so if I set this up for the sections now, let lokes list equal this, and then I could do children, so I have a section header. I don't think I want a section. I think I just want the whole layout. So if I do, let's see, I could do the header as t dot sorry, a dot t dot name, which is the corp that I'm scraping. I can have no subheader. I can do divided by 2 here again. And then the children, I can just have my lokes list. And then if I just return layout, right? So that looks a little, this looks a little off-centered, or it didn't line up just quite. You guys might be quite, it looks like chat's actually quite far behind me. But so like so I don't know if there's anything that I want in the subheader. So like, can I not on the new section? I still have C. Oh, 100%, 100%. Thanks, Mark. Am I not seeing a difference there? That's weird. Minifier is still working. Didn't like that at all, but I think that is a corrupted character. Yeah. So these are not quite lined up. The header looks like it's off by 1, 2, 3, 4 characters for some reason. I don't know if that has to do with the fact that I have no subheader. It would be nice if the subheader was empty for it to not render that at all, as opposed to rendering it empty. So just put in a subheader, sure. So I'll just put subheader, and I'll just put test. I mean, maybe I should just put ABC, because I don't want something that's the exact length of what's missing. It broke it again. Man, the thing about Watch is if you make one typo, if you make a single typo, then the Watch breaks. Yeah, so it doesn't seem to be affected by. It doesn't seem to be affected by the subheader at all. It's actually just short. It's actually just short for. HSE doesn't break. it shows you the error but keeps running. So, I mean, like, Joestar, every time you say that I should use HSE or imply it, an angel gets its wings. And I know that I'm going to have to probably do it, but I don't want to do it on stream because I don't want to fuss with setup and distract from like solving stuff. So this lib was written in its entirety last night in 2 hours. That's no excuse. No, this is amazing. Like, demo the fact he just like threw this together and it's dynamic. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. I think it's great. It's a difference between HSM Dev and HSM Golf Watch. Samuel, should I just be using HSM Dev? Is that something I can use from the terminal in here? No. Okay. Not with my current setup. Okay. Okay, so yeah, because I would prefer not to have a subheader there because I don't need one. I just want to know. I just want to know what corporate is, the user it found, and then the index of that user for how I can pass other things. So it gives me the gives me how many are left. So, but this all looks great. So do calls 2 here. Let's see how that looks like. This is just fussing around with output at this point. So I want to do like calls divided by 2 plus 10, I think. Give me some more order of operations. Do I have to be worried about order of operations here? That's a bit better. If you want sometime after stream, maybe you can help me set it up. Yeah, I'll take a look at that. I don't know when I'm going to do it. But yeah, I'll take a look at the docs. If I have any trouble, I'll ping you on Discord. I appreciate that offer, Joestar. Thanks. Can I see these messages in real time? Sorry. Demo, I got your Discord message, but you sent it to me 8 minutes ago. So Discord's in streaming mode, so I'm not getting notified. But I did see it there, that you sent it through. Try setting the subheader to this to fix the offset. I think Demo is going to, do I want to clean up my unused printers? No, I don't want to clean up my unused printers windows. Smork, I think Demo's about to push a fix for the alignment, so I'm not going to do anything to fix that right now. I do want to look at color codes though, because I don't know really anything about these color codes. Hackmud, colors, color reference. So what would I like here? I do like blue, in case you didn't notice. So I could do 3 for the big one, and maybe F, this nice orange color, blue and orange. So 3 and F for my color codes. How do I set those color codes here? So that would be layout color would be blue, and list color. You know what would be nice too, Demo, is if you could pass the color into the render object. That would be cool. Oh, what the hell is going on here? I don't know what's going on there. Colors are a mess to work with, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, like, whatever demo's doing, they've got something set up here to handle it. But it would be nice if you could set them like in the render command itself, as opposed to like having to set it beforehand, like this. You have a utils.print where the F is the color ref. I don't. What is color ref? What's that used for? Like, so you could pass it a color name, like blue or orange? Does it use the same table? Well, these tables don't have color names, though. Public utils print underscore lib. What is that doing? Yeah, so I got that message right away in Discord. Colorize lib. You have a colorize lib as well. So you have a bunch of public utils. It looks like you're building up a bunch of public utils. Okay, so I'm gonna do 3. I'm gonna do F, just for now, to get up off the ground here. So I want 3 for the layout color. I don't have a section color, so that color is irrelevant. And I want F for the list color. So ooh, I like that. That looks nice. Oh, and I see that you fixed the alignment. So, so I could use colorize lib to color the strings first and then put them in as human readable color names. Yeah, I think I'm okay though with like, I guess I could colorize the user, but I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, so demo, the only other thing would be, the only suggestion would be to remove the subheader altogether if it's blank. I don't think that needs to be there at all. So that could be replaced with 3 more equal signs, I think. But otherwise, it's beautiful. I love it. It's not too many more characters, honestly. And like, I could easily make some of these functions as well to increase the difference. So yeah, the removing the empty subheader, and then being able to supply the color for the like the list in this case, or the color for the whole layout. If you could apply it here, like
Brando's
color.
got what that's great.
Yeah,
And then I
it's
could
got
put,
electrolytes.
What are
3
electrolytes?
here.
Do you even know?
It's what they used to make
Hydrate.
Brondo.
Yeah, but why did they use them to make Brondo?
Because Brown's got electrolytes.
Thank you for that, Bokill. You fixed the bug with the alignment? Yeah. Yeah, I see that. Alright, maybe, I don't know, maybe you can supply the color like that? No. That would be my other recommendation. Otherwise, it looks great. It looks great. Well done. Well done, demo. That's great work. I want to put this in everything now. You can reset the colors between sections. Yeah, I don't know how far behind chat is right now from me, but I'll let you get to that suggestion there. So, okay. So that's a prettier scrape. I think the last thing I want to do I've got like 20 minutes or so here before I've got to go. So I think what I want to do is I want to finish my lock stack on my bank user. No, this is iBank. So I've got a few here. Demo, you are going to pass the color parameter for the font, and you will remove the brackets if they're empty. Awesome. And Jorstar, you pushed your whitelist script. That's great. Chat seems about 3 or 4 minutes behind. Minutes? Demo, you should try refreshing, because I don't think everyone else is that far behind. I think that might just be you. I would try refreshing. Smork, maybe you could suggest try refreshing. So, yeah, so I'm going to do this at the same time. Ping, and you tell me I said and typed that at the same time. You guys tell me what the delay is there. Yeah, I think maybe quality settings. I am streaming at maximum bitrate, so it might be too much for your bandwidth. Maybe, I don't know, bandwidth settings. So because Smork's only behind a few seconds. Same with Jorstar. So okay. So let's see what locks. Yeah. So what locks do I have? I have I want basically all the other tier 2 locks on here. So they are conspec. So let's go look at conspecs. $10 mil. 1 mil. That's a steal. I don't know. It's cheap though. So, demo, you doing better now? Good. And Samuel changed it down and then back to 720p, and that seemed to fix it for you too. Resolution change seemed to help. Awesome. Okay. Good. All right, we're all synced up. Okay, so I've got a conspec. 1 million. Oh, Hacktix. That's funny, Hacktix. I just bought your conspec. You need to make your memes at some point. Yeah, memes, all the meme scripts and stuff. Some honeypot scripts and things like that. I think I might consider publicizing some of my my utilities as well, because I noticed the DTR decorrupt doesn't work anymore, but I have a decorrupt in my utils, so I could potentially make that public if anyone finds use of it. I'm sure most people either have some other public script that they're using, or they've made their own. But whatever, it's up there. Okay, So I want to look at Unicrack here. What are the other tier 2s? So account NT, I don't think I have that one yet. So let's go look at those. You're working on your changes demo. They'll take a few bit. Yeah, no rush. It's that's like nitpicky stuff, right? It's not functional stuff. It's just yeah, take your time. DTR stuff is rotting a bit. Yeah, that's too bad. But you know, it does give room for some people to fill the gap on some of the utilities anyway. But DTR had a lot of stuff, a lot. Take a while, I think, for people to fill in those gaps. So the account NTs are quite expensive at Rarity 3. Rarity 2 is significantly less expensive. Significantly less expensive. Account NT min is 5. I'm assuming that's... I have no idea what that parameter means. You appreciate, Demo, you appreciate and welcome the feedback. Thanks for taking the time to test drive us. Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. And I haven't used, like, I just have like one list inside one layout. Like, I didn't play with sections or anything, so. But that is great. So call public utils. Public utils flux. Oh, list libs. You'll forgive me if I don't automatically check you. I'm just a paranoid person. Okay. You got a lot of libraries there, friend. You have a Magnara lib. So you got an ASCII lib, a block encoding lib, a boxed UI lib, the calc lib, card deck, colorize, crypto, downsample ASCII, legacy symbol lib. Wow. What's your Magnara lib do? What's that one do? Maybe DTR will come back once she beats Final Fantasy, was that Final Fantasy 14? How long does it take to beat? Can't be that long. They would stop adding stuff to the end of the game. So, Jorstar, maybe you need to make some dank utilities. Maybe you should, if you don't already own... Oh yeah, you took dank, didn't you? Dank is your user. Yeah. You should make dank utils. 100%. 100% you should do that. That's so funny. Let me just, I'm just gonna compare these two tools here. I don't know what the difference is between these rarities. One is 5 and one is 9. So account NT minimum, that must be a minimum range. So one has 5 and the other one has 9 days. I don't know. You were surprised that dank was still available? Username's rot. If someone doesn't log in for 60 days, the user goes away. That's pretty typical for some MUDs, right? The last MUD I had, it depended on the account tier. So like if you had a character that reached a certain level, it increased the delay for how long it takes for your user to decay. You have a full Magnara Solutions dictionary. So Demo, did you like get every single possible solution for Magnara and store it in your database? Is that what you did? I'm doing mine on the fly. Jorstar, you grabbed Dank half a week after Thor started playing. You got lucky. I don't know how you managed that one. You got lucky. Okay, so anyway, I can't afford the other one, so I'm gonna buy this one for now. Okay, so that's account NT. Your Magnara solves 7 links in 2 tries. Smarket, you're using the dictionary solve. Is that why? You're using the dictionary user? Is that correct? Because yeah, you're not. You brute force it in 2 tries. How? How? That's confusing. How many good code? I mean, calling the lock repeatedly consumes a bunch of time, right? It's not necessarily the solves. Like, I generate all the solves in like 100 milliseconds. But how many solves, how many potential answers do you generate on a length 7? Like if I do this, you haven't run into a lock that took more than 2 tries? Then I think that you're just getting lucky with your 7th link Magnaras. Because at least the way my logic works, if it starts with like the first letter of the anagram and all the combinations, and then it moves to the second letter and does all the combinations. So if the answer to the lock starts with the 7th letter in the scrambled, like the question anagram, it has to go through all of the potential combinations except for the last 7th of them. And that takes me like minutes to do all of those tries. It usually starts with the last 2 or 3. So are you reversing? Are you going through your solves in the opposite order? Huh. So you reverse the input and then you start. It usually starts with the last 2 or 3 letters. I mean, what's your sample size? I mean, it doesn't. This kind of doesn't really matter, but like to consider reversing, I'll just put a note there. All right, so we have an account NT. We have con spec. Yeah, we just got a con spec. We have snow G-lock. We have a lockbox. And I think I have a Magnara. Let's see what we've got right now. Magnara, lockbox, conspec, account NT, and snow Glock. So I've got all the tier 2s equipped. So I want to do a count NT, sorry, reorder 9 to 1. So I do a count NT, then Glock. I want to Glock, and then do a count NT, because then the Glock could do a count NT after Glock. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. So let's switch 1 and 2. So do Glock, which potentially changes their balance, then a count NT. So then I have a warn. Actually, I want to do the warn first. Because that could potentially just screw them up after glocking them. So then I do easy 40, which is a time waster. Actually, I should move easy 40 up further. Let's move it here. Then I do a count NT. Then I do a Magnara, a conspec, and a lockbox. Any of those could actually stop a breach attempt if the person attacking me doesn't have a very good breaching script. And then I can add some more tier 1 locks in here as well. So what was the other one that I was going to do? Oh, high tier locket, because it's possible that someone doesn't have their list of key values complete. There are no rarity 3s on the market. So what's the difference between this one and this one and this one? No! Okay, good. Good. So this one has 10. Oh, you know what I should do? I should look for lockets where the count is 10, 11, 12, 13. Welcome back, Samuel. I want to do, can I do count and then greater than 10? Greater than 12? Greater than 11? So it's the highest one on the market. So I will take it. Actually, I feel like I should have probably done that with some of the other ones. I should have used the filtering to find the best one in my price range, but too late. I already got them. It doesn't have to be bulletproof because it's only GC that I'm protecting, and that is temporary. Alright, I've only got a few minutes left, so let's I'm gonna move this around a bit. Reorder 10 to let's put it at 6 for now. So that's an okay lock stack for tier 2, I think. Um, it's not equipped, you're right, because I'm not sure why it didn't equip. Oh. I'll just keep it there for now. Not worried about it. Uh, 100 million GC. Who did that? Who just sent me 100 million GC? Thank you, whoever did that. Whoever did that, thank you. Dumpca. I don't know who Dumpca is though. Who's Dumpca? I'm not in any public channels really, so I don't think I'm gonna. Well, thank you, Dumpca. Whoever you are. Mysterious benefactor. Thank you. I don't know what to say. I appreciate that. It is temporary though. So, maybe, I can find a bigger G-Lock or a bigger Magnara. I already have a Link 7 Magnara. Lockbox. What's the parameter I want here? Count. Greater than 21. Greater than 30. Greater than 25. What's the one that I have now? $25. So greater than 27. So I think I'm good. I have 25 on the lockbox right now. Magnara's Link 7. I think I got the highest locket that was on the market. And for Glock, it's the expire seconds. You want a lower expire seconds, but yeah, like I could go and look at. Actually, let's do info 1. So expire seconds. So I could do this, where expire seconds is less than, and then do 177. The Glock amount is kind of meh, yeah. So if I do less than 120, that's 2 minutes. Lots of those. If I do less than 80, a minute and a half. None. 100? Sorry, 90 would be a minute and a half, but there are some. They're 90. 85? Buy one of these. Tactics. Hactics are all over the market. It could be higher than the max transfer amount. Does it just take the max transfer amount then, or does it actually not take it because it's too high? So we're gonna unload mine. Reorder 11 and 1. Load 1. And what was the... Actually, I should do expire seconds is equal to 177. There's one for 4 million, so I'm gonna sell mine for 1 million, just so that it's not being called. I could just call it, I guess, but sell 2 cost 1 MGC. There we go. Maybe a fair market price, who knows? Can't take more than 32 billion. Well, I think this user can only store 5 right now, so. How much can this one take? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Up to 1 trillion? No, billion. Billion. Okay. So I think my bank user's like done, basically. I can't really think of anything else to do on my bank user. So, because they have, oops, wrong script. So I've got a balance. I can check balance from another user. I can withdraw, and I get a message back if I don't have enough funds in the bank user. And I can send, which basically just does a withdraw and then a send to someone else. So it's essentially taking it from the bank and sending it in a single command. I can't think of anything else that I have to do there with my bank user. So I think my bank user is like basically done. Though something else that I might consider doing is putting my scraping. So I can load up my library user because they're never going to have any credits on them. I can load them up with script and character slots instead, and then move a bunch of my like my scraping script and my QR solver and stuff onto my library user as well. There might not be any harm in making my scraping script public, because everyone can kind of scrape stuff, and maybe someone will want mine instead because it's very simple and straightforward. So I think I'm basically done for today, so I'm going to wrap up. But I'm trying to think like what is next. I think next I'm going to move back onto my out-of-process automation. There's been a bunch of changes. You think Dank is going to be your lib user? I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good idea. So, I think the next time we do hackmud here, I am going to do some more work on my out-of-process automation. Out-of-process automation is here. It's in C#. It's got a lot of work to do right now. It's just one big static function. It's fixed on one user only, and it only handles tier 1 right now. So I have a bunch of stuff that I'm going to need to do in here, including because I have a hard-coded list of the tier 1 corporations, so I'm going to have to make a call to like show NPCs make it a lot more dynamic. And then another thing I'm going to want to do is make some of this asynchronous, so that I can have it open on the command line and I can interact with it while it's doing the automation. So I can tell it to start and stop. I can tell it to change the user. I can maybe, tell it. Oh, there was one other thing I think I wanted to try today first. The last thing I wanted to do here was put the auto cull, right? We forgot that. We forgot the auto cull. I don't know how that happened. I got distracted. I got distracted getting with my Unicrack script having that bug in it, which ended up being my ATM script. So I don't have time to fix that right now. So I think that's what we'll do. So I'm going to put this to do back. To do, finish this. I'm actually going to, let's go back to our plan. So I haven't used this text file in a while. So I've done that. I'm gonna, I should check these off to give myself a sense of accomplishment here. So QR Reader is done. DataCheck v2 answers is done. Utility is done, or it's in progress anyway. It's in progress. There's minigames, scam scripts, tier 2 crackers done. And out of game automation has got more stuff to do as well. So I think what we want to do is finish autocall. So finish autocall, so that and then put it in. Then place call from Unicrack. So that way I can continuously clean up things. This will also test the saving keys. That's another thing too, is have a think about key rarity, because I don't want to. There'd be nothing worse than calling if I got super lucky and got 2 extremely rare keys that I just called one of them because I already had one. So I have to have a think about what I do with that and make sure that I at least put it on a secondary user, because I don't want to just fill up my library user with keys with duplicates and triplicates and stuff. And then I have to make do a serious update of the out of process automation, and this includes support for tier 2, for all of tier 2, and make async. Yeah, what Smork said here, potentially make a UI, though I am admittedly a very poor UI designer. So I prefer command line tools, to be honest. So I mean, maybe UI. We'll see. Maybe. And then it doesn't have to be good, just a few buttons. Yeah, but it's I would want a status, because right now my out of process automation spits all the things that it's doing into console. I guess I could split that off into a text box. Anyway, we'll get there when we get there. Don't have to figure it out now. And then, so once I have all that done, I could maybe consider, actually, I just want to prettify some of my utils and scrapes and Unicrack. I could make Unicrack prettier too, just because I'm the only one that's using it doesn't mean it can't look prettier. Your out of process is going to run on a Linux box. Nice. Your out of process runs in the background of your main rig. Yeah, Smork, I think I'm going to do the same thing. My PC's pretty beefy, so there's no reason that it can't just run in the background there. And then like, I mean, that's a decent chunk of work. We don't have to figure it out. We don't have to plan much further ahead than that. Okay. You want to know the process that runs while you can also play it. Oh, so yeah, you'll need a second account then, Jorstar. So that's true. If you want to run it twice on one, you can't run it twice on one computer. You would definitely need to have 2 different computers logged into 2 different Steam accounts. So that makes sense. Okay. Well, I think that's it for today's stream. Got a lot done. Unfortunately, I got diverted by a tiny little bug fix. That's development for you. Got diverted. GG. GG. And I'm assuming GG stands for get good. Okay. So I'm just going to go and take a look here to see if anyone else is playing hackmud, because I always check just in case. Hackmud. Nope. Doesn't look like it. Okay, well, get good. Well played. A lot of progress. Thank you, Samuel. And thank you, everyone, for your help. And thank you, Demo, for giving us a pretty cool UI tool there. And I appreciate you taking the time to incorporate the feedback. That's awesome. I'm definitely going to be using that. Like this is going to be, you know, using the public utils Flux UI, I think it was called. Like, I like that. I like that library a lot. It's very snazzy. It's very easy to use, and you've already done all the hard work, so that's really cool. Okay, I don't think we're gonna raid anyone because I don't really see anybody on other than ferrets and stuff like that from you know, for Thor's ferrets. So I think we'll just call it. So thanks everyone for coming and hanging out with me this morning. I appreciate it. Lots of progress done. Nice to see so many new people in here today. That's great. Got a couple new follows. And Samuel, thank you for the Prime subscription. I appreciate that too. So if you're here and you're watching and you're not following yet, and you liked what you saw today, I would appreciate a follow. Trying to just grow my stream here. So the next regular stream will be on Tuesday night Eastern, 9:30 Eastern, and I usually stick to hackmud for my regular stream slots 3 times a week, unless I'm like getting really burnt out on something at work. I've had that happen before and just have to cool off for a couple days on coding. And yeah, I do bonus streams, and sometimes those bonus streams are hackmud too. So if you're interested, I know lots of people have lots of Discords already, but if you're interested in getting alerts, I have a very tiny section of a Discord there where I just post updates about streams, and you can get go live notifications if you don't have them through Twitch. So thanks for coming and hanging out. I appreciate each and every one of you. I love you all very much, and thank you so much for coming and hanging out. So until I see you next time, be good. Okay? Take care, everyone. Thanks.